Hey guys, Kickassreaction here, and we are back to continuing on with more of Jujutsu Kaisen. So yes, last time we obviously started the series, we got introduced to like our main roster, our main technically trio, more of a quartet really, because we've got the white-haired man, our Satoru, in this group, pretty much, you know, just babysitting, you know, and supervising the New Year's, I think, our only first year students, which is pretty crazy. Now, obviously, last time we did have some big cliffhangers. We had the what I guess is like a time skip to after this set of episodes takes place. As we got the date, we got 2018 is when we are, presumably currently in the series. And we have learned that through this big womb curse baby thing, one of the first year students is going to die, which is a big reveal to have at this point, right? It's a very big reveal to have this early in the story, and to do it, of course, before actually the event happens, because, you know, we just got our characters. So I'm very curious what's going to come of that. Obviously, it does clear Satoru from being the person to die here, because, you know, it's sometimes common that the mentor character really does die. But it could be that we could flip it on our heads. We do know that that a lot of the students here just kind of give up or die because of how dangerous the job is. It could be back in Satoru's days when he was a first-year student, and we see what happened to his group, which is why he's a loner now, potentially. But it is really interesting and very foreboding that they gave us that bit of information going into episode, or coming out of episode 3, I should say. So I'm really curious to see that. In general, Season 1 is going to be really interesting. I don't really know what I'm expecting overall in this season, because obviously we are still looking for Sukuna's fingers. Obviously we've got 7 of them on hand. Yuji's eaten 2 of them by count right now. I'm curious if we'll find like maybe 2 or 3 of them in this season. I don't think, in terms of the ones that aren't located right now, I don't think we'll go any further than that. But obviously the whole like fusion transformation thing is really interesting. And the fact that, like, our hero has to become the, like, ultimate villain or whatnot is pretty funny as well. So I'm really curious to see what's going to come of this, you know, because Yuji, Nabara, they're pretty fun together. I do like their dynamic. Obviously, Fushiguro is the off to the side character, you know, the most closed off from everyone else, and just off of what we have so far, feels like the most expendable character to actually die if we are going to see someone dying. So for theory talk, it's just going to be him for that reason alone. But I am curious to see where we go with this, and to see what's actually going to be this what's going to be this assignment, because obviously this seems like a abnormal kind of situation. It feels like we're getting a curse so powerful non-jujitsu users are able to see the things, so this is definitely like a big class kind of case right now. And obviously it's very concerning because the cursed creature isn't even out yet. It's literally a womb. It's not even evolved. But one of my favorite things coming into Jujutsu Kaisen so far is just the imagery. It's the visualization of the creatures. I don't know if you know, if this did come from a manga originally, like you know, in the author said it was just go fucking wild on absolutely anything and everything, and you know, that's kind of what we got. Details everywhere, details in details. We've got eyes on tongues, for goodness sake. And yeah, I'm just really still excited to see more of these creatures, so it's gonna be really cool. But yeah, right off the bat, before we react to the episode, I believe I did get a comment on the Patreon post for this, that right after every outro, but before the previews, there are like fun little I think they're like just little maybe chibi story things that actually give away some more information about the characters in the story. They're not spoilers or anything like that, but they are fun little reads to actually see. So, I believe only episode 3 had one so far in the story, so we are going to watch that, and, well, I will be skipping intros every now and then, because I don't need to watch all of them. Juju Scroll is the name. Juju Scroll, as I'm pulling this up, so I will be watching this right now, and after every episode, if I don't watch the outro, we'll skip to it. Because, yeah, these things are, like, nice little, I believe, just, like, maybe 1 to 2 minute shorts to give more info on the story, or just character dynamics and whatnot. And those are always fun. You know, those are always fun to see when they are, when they're given in shows that don't necessarily have all the time in the world to give all the information out. So, we'll see what this is. But yeah, guys, let's begin this. Alright, guys, so, before episode 4, we're doing 4 and 5 in this set, if I didn't say that. But we're doing the Juju Stroll, so, let's see what this is. Okay. Nice. Why would you believe her? You fool. Nice. Never had sushi before. Alright then. Why not? Sushi go.
先生分かってんじゃん。おいまだ行くとは。釘崎よく聞け。立派寿司はな、寿司が新幹線に乗ってくる
A
んだ。
bullet train, that does sound fun.
運転手さん、この子回転寿司初めてなんだ。国道沿いの駐車場がバカでかい。
Yeah, don't do what the main characters do. You're not an anime character, bro. Alright then. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, cool. I can't speak on this. I've never had sushi before. I'm sure a lot of people love sushi, but that doesn't really pertain to me, as it's not a treat I've ever had. So, you know, one day I'll try sushi. There's people that love sushi, but yeah, just never had it. Can't speak on it. But yeah, anyway, guys, let's go on to episode 4 and see where we go. Let's see this cursed womb. That's definitely not the most disturbing thing in the show.
受体を確認したのが3時間ほど前。避難誘導9割の時点で現場の判断により施設を閉鎖。
Cool.
半径500メートル内の住民も避難が完了しています。
Oh wow.
伊地知さん質問。窓ってなんすか？
窓というのは呪いを視認できる光線関係者のことです。
Cool.
術師ではないですが。
So just no matter how strong they are, they can see all of them.
受刑残員者第2宿舎5名の残員者が現在もそこに受体とともに取り残されており、受体が変態を遂げるタイプの場合、特級に相当する呪霊になると予想されます。
Yeah, definitely.
特急。なあなあ、俺特急とかまだ今。
One of the most OP, most likely.
では、バカでもわかるように。
Though even idiots can understand. Grade 4, a wooden bat is enough. Even if you have a handgun, you can rest easy.
3級、拳銃があればまあ安心。
Nice.
2級、散弾銃でギリ。1級、
Shotgun.
戦車でも心細い。
Damn.
そして特級。
And special grade.
クラスター弾での絨毯爆撃でトントンでしょうかね。
Alright, so the highest, I'll definitely write those down, but even the highest of rank. This is anime though, so we're never gonna see a grade 4 or like, a grade 4 to like 2 ranking, are we? It's always gonna be the 1 and the special. Ooh.
そもそも高専でプラプラしてていい人材じゃないんだよ。
So no white-haired boy in this one. It's entirely just our first years.
手に余る任務を請け負うことは多々あります。ただ今回は緊急事態で異常事態です。絶対に戦わないこと。
Oh, we're gonna fight.
快適した時の選択は逃げるか死ぬかです。
We're gonna fight. 110% we are fighting.
素直に従ってください。君たちの任務はあくまでも生存者の確認と救出であることを忘れずに。
ダダシはダメです。下がってください。ダダシは息子のダダシは大丈夫なんです。
And you know, that's Yuji's goal right now, is to not let people, you know, die meaningless deaths.
面会に来ていた保護者です。お引き取りください。何者かによって施設内に毒物がまかれた可能性があります。
And that's the public story.
申し上げられません。
Yeah.
どうしてこんな。
Because monsters gonna hate humanity, you know? It's just how it is.
シグロ、釘崎。
Get me some more fingers, I'm hungry. I get strong by eating weird shit, as they do say, you know? We gotta get more of that ultimate, like, cursed king power, baby. 2's not enough, okay? Like, 2 fingers? No, 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 no. Would 2 chicken wings fill up a normal person? Definitely not. We need more. I hope they taste at least a little better than chicken wings, but... Ugh, just thinking about that made me feel funny. Bro, what is this panda? Eventually. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see what the panda does. Yep. This is really fun. I like this OP. Just got the squad there. Whoever that is. And of course, I love it. Just the throne is just a mouth. So gruesome. Curse womb must die. Damn right.
気をつけて。帳を下ろします。闇より出て闇より黒く、その汚れをみそぎ払え。
お？夜になってく。
帳だ。今回は住宅地が近いからな。外から俺たちを隠す結界だ。
すげえな。
無知め。
玉剣。呪いが近づいたらこいつが教えてくれる。
そっかそっか。わあ、安い安い。
Wow.
頼りにしてっからな。
Okay, didn't growl or fight back there.
行くぞ。
It's a good pup.
待て。
Oh.
これ。
Oh wow. Oh dear.
そうなってる。
Oh, we got a lot of terrain to cover.
2階建ての寮の
We're playing a
中だな。
platformer right now.
落ち着け。メゾネットよ。
ちげえよ。重力による衝突領域の展開。こんな大きなものは初めて見た。扉は？
Oh dear. Oh dear.
なくなってる。
なんで私たち今
You're trapped.
入ってきたわよね。
どうしよう。それどうしよう。
大丈
Oh,
夫。こいつが
that's
出入
funny.
り口の匂いを覚えてる。
あらまあ。
Such sibling energy.
緊張感。
All the jerky he wants is pretty cool.
お前のおかげで人が助かるし、俺も助けられる。
Wow. Baka? What's of all this praise?
進もう。
Don't praise me, you fools! Oh, that's not good. Don't save everyone. Yeah. Oh my god, this man went out. This man went out painfully.
でいいんだよ
私は息子の正は大丈夫なんでしょうか。
この遺体持って帰る。
Yep. How do you explain that as
子供だ。
poisonous
顔は
gas?
そんなにやられてない。遺体もなしで死にましたじゃ。母親としたら納得できねえだろ。
Yeah, but look at the body, man. You have a torso.
な。あと2人の生死を確認しなきゃならん。その遺体は置いてけ。
冗談言うな。振り返れば来た道がなくなってんだぞ。後で戻る余裕はねえだろ。
後にしろじゃねえ。置いてけって言ってんだ。た
Damn.
だでさえ助ける気のない人間を
Damn, I get the point though.
空気は俺にはない。
You can't risk your own lives for the ones already
ど
gone.
ういう意味だ。
ここは少年院だぞ。呪術師には現場のあらゆる情報が事前に開示される。岡崎正、 そいつは無免許運転で下校中の女児を跳ねてる。
Oh.
2度目の無免許運転でだ。
So he wasn't the best person out there.
人間を助け、正しい死に導くことにこだわってるな。だが、自分が助けた人間が将来人を殺したらどうする?
It's a fair point, but you can't be blamed for what they do after saving them. You can't carry guilt like that around with you. Oh shit. Yes. Where are your demon dog? Oh! 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 Can they come back? Don't tell me you just lost the demon dog permanently. Oh, you like a demon slayer character. He's not sweating, but he is paralyzed. There, he's sweating. For real. What are you gonna do? You lost your hand. That thing didn't even move. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah, we're a little screwed. A little screwed right now, you know? What do we do? I think we should run. That's pretty cool. Well, just literally a one-man army up in here. How are you gonna get away from that though? You're on your own, bitch! You're on your own! Damn. That thing's damn near trolling him right now. Yep. You don't have a choice. Of all things to fight right now, yourself is not one of them. Yeah, you've faced nothing like this ever before. Like, what even is it? I don't even know how to describe that thing. Well, I don't know how to describe any of them, to be fair. Not taking it seriously. I think it might be turned on. Look, man, he's always forcefully put himself back in control anyway. No saying he can't do it again. Oh, maybe he did lose the other one permanently. I swear you said that last time. Oh dear. Is it? Oh no, there's a lot of things you can do with cursed energy, man. I'd say that's high on the priority list to master. Don't you want to be able to do things like this? To go beyond the mortal limitations? To get epic animated battles too? This is not going well. this shot from the intro! I did not think we'd get this so soon! That's sick! How are you gonna recover from this?
なんで俺があの時俺が指なんか拾わなければ食わなければあの時
Yeah, you wouldn't be involved in this.
やめろ考えるな嫌だ嫌だ逃げたい逃げたい逃げたい
The nail on the fingers just make it so much worse.
ここで死んだとしてそれは正しいしか
I guess our character, our year one character that dies was Yuji.
俺はこんなに弱かったのか
Holy crap.
お前顔覚えたからな絶対呪ってやれ
Wow. Oh my god, it's like its tongue is made out of moss. Bro's literally got the whole animal kingdom under his control. That's disgusting. Just saved your life, okay? A little courtesy.
うぬぼれてた俺は強いと思ってた
By human standards
死
only.
に時を選べるくらいには強いと思ってたんだでも違った俺は弱い
This is good development for him though.
弱す
And to be fair, this is like a unique circumstance. It does speak to your power. You even survived that alone.
だよでも死ぬさ正しいしかじゃねえよ
What even is a proper death?
呪術師に悔いのない死などない
それでもこの死が正しかったと言えるように
Are we ever gonna see those two again? Literally ever.
ならば憎悪も恐怖も
His squad, his friends, man, you know? The people he risked his life for.
助けで
Ever coming back?
拳に乗せな
There you go. It's not much, but it's a little.
この鳴き声は
Oh. Is it...
シグロの合図
Oh dear. Oh! Oh! Oh, and it realizes what's happened. It can sense the power. That's cool, because that thing freaked out. Yeah, these transition cards are really cool. Can it command the curse? Can it command? It's too scared to move. Bro, you're just gonna be confined to a troll and nothing more. Regeneration, of course. He's gonna just flick that away. This is with 2 fingers. Just 2. And he's manhandling the strongest curse rank. Alright. There's gonna be, like, no struggle at all in this show, is there? Like, actually none when this bitch is in control. God damn. And yes, you did heal his hand. Really?
それならここで死ね。おい、どうした？もう終わりではないだろうな。
Or is he really the top rank, right?
そうだ。ほら、頑張れ、頑張れ。
Just be one of the others near it. It'd be a little anticlimactic to beat the thing, like, just in the first episode, right? And there's the hand. Hand for a hand, arm for an arm. Oh, yes. Drown in your own despair, curse.
避難区域10キロまで広げてください。
伏黒君は？
ここで虎杖が戻るのを待ちます。
そうですか。私も釘崎さんを病院へ届けたらなるべく早く戻ります。
いや、伊地知さんはいてもあんまり意味ないので、どうせなら1級以上の術師をよこしてもらうようお願いします。まあ、いないと思うけど。
努力いたします。では。
あいつがもしもの時は。死なせたくありません。市場です。何とかしてください。俺にはあいつを始末する責任がある。
You are gonna do nothing. You will get massacred yourself if you even attempt to try.
我々は共に特級という等級に分類されるそうだ。俺とお前がだぞ。
This really is the special class, and it's... Oh. Still alive, though. Props for that.
いいぞ特級。頑張れ頑張れ。
Bro's getting a lot of enjoyment just out of torturing this thing. Just a plaything. Nothing more.
だが呪力による地位は人間と違い、呪霊にとってそう難しいことではないぞ。
Fair.
お前もこの小僧も呪いの何たるかをまるで分かっていないな。
Oh, I'm sure we'll learn.
いい機会だ。教えてやる。本物の呪術というものを。
Well, please, by all means.
領域展開。
Domain expansion. His shrine. His shrine and his mouth throne, whatever you want to refer to it as. Damn. Damn, a special grade is weak. He really is the king. Ah. He had a finger. Fair enough. Well, there you go. That's one finger found. And there's what? 12 more to go, I think. No wonder it was so strong. And he's willingly doing it, huh? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear me! So he's not switching back. Why could that be? I mean, no one's died yet, so we're not done with this, obviously. But the special grade is gone. Like, bro. Maybe a little too easy, but I get it's the king, it's the strongest curse monster ever, but even still, a little too easy for 2 fingers, don't you think? This outro is still just what the hell? Like, actually, what the hell am I even looking at? Oh yeah, Oh yeah. All right, and now the Juju Stroll. What do we got? Cool. Okay. Sure. Only psychos do that. No. Oh, you fool. Man, if you you know, if that was a if that was a Samsung phone, you would have been fine, but iPhone uses their premium shit. I know. I do have the iPhone 15, so I know. I switched over. I'm a fool for that. Maybe one day I'll switch back, but yeah, no. Lucky enough so far not to have my phone just completely crack into 1,000 pieces like glass when I've dropped it, because I've dropped it, I think I've only dropped it once outside, but the phone case was lucky enough to hit it on its side, not the front, so that's good. But yeah, that was a very scary experience. But yeah, so episode 4 of JJK, very cool stuff. I'm wondering if this is implying now that all special grade curse monsters have the fingers in them, right? Because we just know that that the school has 7 of them. Wait, was it 7? I think it was 7. They have 7 of them at least, and they do have experience with special grade monsters, so presumably the way to become a special grade curse thing is to have the power of the fingers, which grant even more strength, I'm sure, since episode 1, just the thing being out was attracting all kind of trouble, and obviously these curses would want those kind of powers for themselves to become special grade demons, special grade curses, so it would make sense. It would very much limit the amount of special, of the highest rank of curses we could see in the story, but at the same time, it would be, I think plot-wise, that would make sense if we could get that. The only thing, which I do kind of get, because, Yuji being a vessel for all the fingers, him having 2 of them would make him exceptionally powerful. But the only thing is that it really does give us a very easy cheat card into just not really having a lot of trouble to worry about, because if special grade curses only require 1 finger, well then obviously, like Yuji by default having 2 of them can be almost anything we actually fight in the story, since he does have 2 of them in his body. And obviously in this season, he's probably going to digest at least one more. 20 in total, so by the time we're even around like 5, he's going to be near unstoppable, but we will end up, we will see about that. But Ryoma and Suguna's fingers are just the strongest things ever in this story, so it really is going to just... It's really going to beg the question of, why are we not letting this guy always be in control with how much prep time we actually have to stop him, And the only thing about that is, it's got to be, the more fingers that Yuji eats, the harder it is to actually maintain control, even being a suitable vessel for all the fingers. But we will see, because that was still really cool to see. Obviously, domination, absolute domination of all of these cursed creatures, Right now, there's no threats. And we'll see what comes of it. And yeah, I'm really curious what it's going to do for the reputation of this group, because special grade curses are pretty much just certain death for like almost all jujitsu users. So much so that it's just like evacuate now or die. That's literally the only options. So I'm really curious if this is going to rank them up or anything. What kind of end game this is going to be, and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're in a pretty tricky situation right now, as obviously it doesn't seem like, for whatever reason, Yuji's awake. He's not really in control. He's not regaining control. Because even Sukuna in this episode literally was like, he kind of just gave up on his plan to really, kill anyone beyond the curse, and he was just kind of like, Yuji, take control back. I'm done here. My fun's over, all that good stuff. But he's not waking up, which is scary to think about. And obviously, Sukuna had a very, very excited reaction to that, implying that for now he's just free to do whatever the hell he wants. Probably on the theory that like Yuji literally like just became dominant in him. Not dominant, just basically became unable to control him anymore, and so he's about to go on a fucking high with this body. But we will see. We'll see. Still keeping up with the possibility that Fushiguro is going to be the one to die right now, because obviously he's fully willing to kill Yuji if he ever loses full control. But based on what we just saw in this episode alone, that's never going to happen. He's literally never going to be able to be strong enough to beat him, and if he even tries to fight, Suguna's going to kill him so badly. So fucking badly. But I'm really curious to see what's going to come of this. But this was cool to see, as it does kind of... We got the explanation for how many grades there are of curses in this story, and obviously how creative we can be with some of these powers. As unfortunately, the one thing about beating an enemy this quickly, if you don't really see its power arsenal, and it did seem like this thing had a lot of really cool abilities. So we'll see how we go along more in the story. But yeah, it's not looking good so far. But yeah, guys, we're about to do episode 5 to see how we conclude this set. Let's just see where we go. Alright guys, episode 5 of JJK. Let's do it. Yep. And he's not. He's not gonna switch. For now, you are on free time mode. The keys are in your corner. This body is yours. Do what you want. Yeah, either that's a good thing or we have a much bigger threat on our hands. Hi! Oh dear. And what happens after that time? A pact is needed, eh? Fair enough. I like that. Will you stop with the clove ripping? I get you want to be shirtless, but there's other ways to do that. Gross. I'm assuming while you're in control you can live without a heart. Yeah, but he can't. Oh! Imagine having to eat your own finger. You don't even chew. Now this is fun. This is cool. Just getting to see an example of what he would do with full control. Oh yeah, you have no chance. If you even attempt to do anything, you will die so badly, so quickly. It's like not even a competition. You're not worth it. Like, you're not even worth considering. I think that's really interesting though, because obviously the big kind of worry in the story is, what if Suguna actually took full control of Yuji? And we're getting that right off the bat here, with him actually taking control after presumably being unable to without permission. It is kind of interesting because even he didn't realize that Yuji wasn't like in his head or anything. He didn't really feel any different being in full control as he did not being in control. I wonder if that's important or anything. Oh man. And since this guy seems to have a very big preference for women, oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Because there's one girl right now Yuji's vibing with that, you know, I don't think we want to die just yet. What do we got? Curse wound must die too. Nice. He did get the first big fear of death for last episode. I guess that might be why you're able to take over, because he's too afraid to come back out. His mental state's too weak. Yeah. Curse energy can do many things for you. You better hope so. It's that you must. Oh my god. The most casual movements ever. I'm honestly surprised his summons aren't too scared to fight him. I guess this might technically mean that Yuji died because his heart's literally out of his body right now, without actually killing anyone. God damn. Oh dear. Yeah, it's gonna do nothing. He just looks more confused than anything. Oh my god. Waste of a snake, man. I like the snake. And get far away from his heart. Let's have a proper shonen battle. How was he even surviving this? Like, bro, what? Every bone in your body should have shattered from that alone. How? Literally, how are you alive? It's impossible. It should not be... It should not happen. You shouldn't be able to think. Your skull should be all over the pavement. Yeah.
なるほど。お前の式神、影を媒体にしているのか。
今さらバレたところで問題はない。ならなんだ。
呪符を使うありきたりな術式ではない。
Charms,
俺
huh?
も聞く。わからんな。お前あの時なぜ逃げた？宝の持ち腐れだな。まあいい。どのみちその程度ではここは直さんぞ。
バレバレか。
Of course.
つまらんことに命をかけたな。この小僧にそれほどの価値はないというのに。
I mean, you know, it's a 1 in a like billion chance of being a vessel.
なんで俺は助けたんだよ。
It's kind of valuable.
不平等な現実のみが平等に与えられている。
That's fair. That's real.
誰かを呪う暇があったら大切な人のことを考えていたいの。
疑う余地のない善人だった。誰よりも幸せになるべき人だった。
Ah.
それでも積み木は呪われた。
It's an unfair world where the best people die.
俺の性別も知らずめぐみなんて名前をつけた父親は今もどこかでのうのうと生きている。
Megumi, that is kind of funny.
因果応報は全自動ではない。悪人は法の下で初めて裁かれる。
Yep.
呪術師はそんな報いの歯車の一つだ。
Ooh, ooh. I like this.
少しでも多くの善人が平等を享受できるように。
Yep. That's fair enough.
俺は
That's a fair goal.
不平等に人を助ける。
Man, if you and you just understood each other a little more, you might actually be the best of friends.
いいぞ。お前が命を燃やすのはこれからだったわけだ。なるほど。そうか。それなら見せてみろ。伏黒めぐみ。
What have you got? It's still not going to do anything, I don't think. But we'll see. What?
言っておくが俺はお前を助けた理由に論理的な思考を持ち合わせていない。危険だとしてもお前のような善人が死ぬのを見たくなかった。それなりに迷いはしたが結局はわがままな感情論。でも
You're a good person, you know, you're not presented as anything more. You're not a dick.
呪術師なんだ。だからお前を助けたことを一度だって後悔したことはない。
Cool. You guys are gonna bicker like crazy. Oh my god. You guys are gonna bicker and fight and disagree like
やっ
crazy.
ぱ伏黒は頭がいいからな。
But there's still that underlying like feeling, right?
お前の真実は正しいと思う。でも俺が間違ってるとも思わん。
Oh dear.
ああ、悪い。そろそろだわ。伏黒も釘崎も五条先生。
Well, one character did in fact die.
長生きしろよ。
Okay. I'm assuming he's fine. He technically died, but bro, if we just switch out main characters right now, that'd be one of the craziest things I've seen in anime, right? I don't think I've actually seen. For all the things I've seen in anime, I don't think I've just straight up seen the main character switch out. Have I? I actually don't recall if I've ever seen that before. I've had the main character be hidden and not be presented as the main character, but not just straight up go.
どうなんだ？わざわざ貴重な指一本使ってまで確かめる必要があったかね。少なの実力。
ま、中途半端な当て馬じゃ意味ないからね。それなりに収穫はあった。
You guys just presented as cosplayers? What the fuck? I know people can't usually see them, but like they're speaking.
わからんのに内容は頭に流れてきて気色悪いのだ。
いらっしゃいませ。
So we're gonna present him as dead for the rest of the episode?
はい、1名です。
So he's on good terms with some of these curse monsters? What on earth is going on?
快適した時の選択肢は逃げるか死ぬか。まずは絶対に戦わないことと彼らに忠告したのですが。
Good to see you back, Satoru.
わざとでしょ。
はとおっしゃいますと？
特急相手。しかも生死不明の5人の救助に
Not a single one rescued, by the way.
それにユージは僕が無理を通して死刑に実質無期限の猶予を与えた。それを面白くない上が僕の犬間に特急を利用して手よく彼を始末したってとこだろう。他の2人が死んでも僕に嫌がらせができて一石二鳥とか思ってんじゃない？
Just literally eradicate all of the first years. Like, that's ridiculous.
特急になるとは。
犯人探しも面倒だ。
I do like this though, because you can see he's definitely regretting it. Maybe not mourning, but he... Oh! 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 Really?
珍しく感情的だな。
お疲れ様です、家入さん。
Okay.
彼のこと、随分とお気に入りだったんだな。
僕はいつだって生徒思いのナイスガイさ。
Fair.
あまりイジチをいじめるな。私たちと上の間で苦労してるんだ。
Oh man.
男の苦労なんて。
Bro, you aren't clapping anyone. Stop.
で、これが私たちと上の間で苦労
Well,
してるんだ。
what did she say there?
男の苦
Keep
労
going, keep going.
もっと言って。
そうか。
Yeah, no, she's done.
で、
Your
これが
fantasy ends now. Oof.
福名の器か。好きにばらしていいよね。
I'd
しっかり役立てろよ。
prefer if you
役
didn't.
立てるよ。誰に言ってんの？
What do we have in mind here? Just having fun with a corpse? She put him back together again? Like some weird Frankenstein thing?
あんた、仲間が死ぬの初めて？
タメは初めてだ。
その割には平気そうね。
お前もな。
当然でしょ。会って2週間やそこらよ。そんな男が死んで泣きわめくほどちょろい女じゃないのよ。
Fair. But you two vibed. You argued over food and sushi. There you go. You two had a, even if it's not romantic, you two had a vibe going. You know?
そうね。夏服はまだかしら。なんだ。いつにも増して新規臭いな、めぐみ。
Hello?
おつやかよ。
It's a second year?
全員先輩。
Zenin?
私を名字で呼ぶんじゃね。
Maki! Yo! At long last! At long last, the panda comes
何
in.
のことだ？
Damn, I've literally got a Maki right now in Danganronpa, so 2 Makis is pretty cool. That's very easy to remember.
早く言えや。これじゃ私が血も涙もねえ鬼みてえだろ。
名前を。
So, there's just a
あの人たち。
panda.
2年の先輩。
Yeah, second year.
後輩にはもっと優しく接しないと。
I've been waiting for you.
甘やかすだけが優しさかね。
Cared enough to put you in the
全員
intro,
先
huh?
輩。ジュグの扱いなら学生1だ。
Cool.
筋子。
ジュ
Salmon.
ゴン氏、犬巻先輩。5位がおにぎりの
Her
弟子かな
speech.。
でもユータといるときは少し丸くなるよな。
I already like the panda.
Panda
Panda senpai!
あと
Nice!
1人、おっこつ先輩って唯一手放して尊敬できる人がいるが。今海外。
I'd love that. That's gonna be an easy name to remember. Yeah. Yeah, tell me more about the panda, please.
もう中に許してこの通りだ。実はお前たちに京都姉妹校交流会に出てほしくてな。
京都姉妹校交流会？
Yeah, what?
何それ？
京都にあるもう一校の高専との交流会だ。
Hmm.
でも2、3年メインのイベントですよね。
その3年のボンクラが停学中なんだ。だからお前ら出ろ。
What they do?
その交流会って何するの？スマブラ？
Smash Bros. Damn. Let's go.
なら3人でやるわ。
We actually playing some Smash Bros. I also got that recently in Danganronpa 2. What the hell?
1日ずつ2日間かけて行う。つってもそれは建前で。
You about to get a fucking tournament arc?
2日目が個人戦って毎年決まってる。
Are we actually about to get a tournament arc?
個人戦、団体戦って戦うの？呪術師同士で？
Yeah?
ああ、殺す以外なら何してもいい呪術
Alright, we're bringing in like all of the big shonen tropes right now. Gotta get a damn tournament in here, I'm all for it. Even though we literally just started the show.
っていうか、そんな暇あんの？人手不足なんでしょ？呪術師は。
いい質問ですね。今はな。冬の終わりから春までの人間の陰気が初夏にドカッと呪いとなって現れる繁忙期。
So it's still officially a part of the job.
年中忙しいって時もあるが、ぼちぼち落ち着いてくると思うぜ。へえ。で、やるだろ？仲間が死んだんだもんな。
やる。
Nice.
私は
俺は強くなるんだ。
Okay, that's interesting. That makes me wonder how long we're actually gonna spend with Yuji dead.
同じく。
まあ、こんくらい生意気な方がやりがいがあるわな。
Like, if he's not revived this episode, we might actually get like a good few episodes about him.
そういうわけだね。
まあ大体はな。だが少し違う。人間は嘘でできている。表に出る正の感情や行動には必ず裏がある。
He must look insane talking to himself when no one can see the curse monsters.
憎悪や殺意などは偽りのない真実だ。そこから生まれ落ちた我々呪いこそ真に純粋な本物の人間なのだ。偽物は消えてしかるべき。
だが現状消されるのは君たちの方だ。
Yes.
だから貴様に聞いているのだ。我々はどうすれば呪術師に勝てる？
戦争の前に2つ条件を満たせば勝てるよ。
なんだその2つの条件とは。
1つ目は呪術師最強と言われる男五条悟を戦闘
He's
不能にすること。
literally the strongest. That is crazy. But not unsurprising.
虎杖裕二を仲間に引き込むこと。
The two main characters, and that's GG.
死んだのであろう。
Oh, you already know about that.
ユージというガキは。
さあ、どうかな。
Yeah. Is a heart in there?
許可なく見上げるな。不愉快だ。小僧。
Hello. Yeah. Obviously not, but like, God, even Suguna can still like, is just chilling inside of him. That's crazy, or at least the fingers inside of him. Makes sense why he would not care at all if Yuji died then. But what the actual fuck? Getting some interesting things. Not exactly. We're not moving in the same direction I thought we were going to. I thought we'd get mostly like a Chainsaw Man type of story for this. But it seems like we're actually going in quite a few different directions on all fronts with the characters. Makes me curious. Are we actually going to get the next set? Or at least like this stuff going on with, you know, Fujigiro and the girl? Like, are we going to get that while Yuji's dead? Dead, in quotes, you know, basically dead. I guess literally he is, but you know what I mean. Woo, 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 woo. Damn right. We finally met the panda. I know it was only 5 episodes, but that's still much too long. I've been waiting eternity to meet Panda Senpai. He has no name, it's just Panda Senpai's great. Okay, what do we got? Juju Stroll.
鮭臭い
臭くない。
You smell like salmon.
臭い
臭くない。なんで俺のこと畜生みたいに扱うんだよ。
You are quite literally a
パンダだから
panda.
な
だかな。
まんま獣臭だろ風呂に入れって言ってんのに入りゃしねえ
濡れるのが嫌なんだよ。
Okay.
でも俺はお前らと違って汗かかないし、ちゃんと毎日ファブってる。だから。
Nice. Well, I guess it's better than nothing for Breeze, but sure.
ということがあったお前ら嗅いでみろ
No. Oh, God. Okay, okay, okay. Even if he doesn't smell, that's a bit much, don't you
別
think?
に臭くない。お日様の匂いって感じですね。
What does that even mean?
お日様
This fucking guy can smell the sun. Can you smell colors too? I don't even have a retort to that. Like, genuinely, what the fuck even was that? Alright, guys, and that was episode 5 of JJK. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So obviously, we're not gonna lose Yuji. Very much a teaser. Very much a big cut tease at the end of episode 3 to just come right out and say like someone is going to die coming up, and because obviously the most obvious, I think, guesses for that was obviously it was Fushiguro himself, who I think on the situation where someone does actually die, the legitimacy of that, I think he was the most likely person to pick from that, especially since, you know, like his beasts start dying and everything. But, you know, the more obvious one would have been Yuji himself, because, you know, given his situation, there are ways to kill him, quote unquote, without actually killing him, you know, and it just becomes a thing. So not surprised here. He is technically dead. My only question now is, how long is he going to remain dead? Are we going to go through like this entire school event where, you know, Kugisaki and Fushiguro are just doing their thing, you know, fighting and whatnot, and he is just out for all of it. So say the entirety of the next set, which I think is 6 to 8. Don't quote me on that. He's just going to be out for that entire time, just going through his own mental debates with Sukuna, or no, Sukuna, yes, and we'll see what comes of that. You know, so maybe very limited time with Yuji in the next one, and then by episode 8 or the end, he's just he finally comes up and everyone sees that he's still awake, potentially, because right now, to everyone, including even Satoru, he is dead. To the world at large, Yuji is dead, and I'm really curious to see what it does actually what does come of that, of course. But yeah, not too surprising we didn't really do that, but it is what it is. But yeah, the rest of that was pretty cool. Like I said, I am curious now when we get into this Kyoto Sister School Exchange event. Obviously, like I said, it's just battles and stuff, and that's a very classic thing for shonen. On paper, it's whatever they want, but more traditionally, individual and tag team matches are really exciting to come across. So, you know, given that we don't know too much about other students so far, I'm really curious to see what we actually do end up getting with that, and it's going to be really cool. We've also got the guy that's just kind of hanging out and conversing with other cursed entities, looking for a way to wipe out the schools for Jujutsu users, and apparently this person is already under the assumption that Satoru is literally the JJK, you know, the Jujutsu user. He is like the strongest person on our side, which isn't surprising, I would say. I think that does make a fair bit of sense. But also that Yuji is known, that he's become like a very public figure now. Even these beings seem to already know that he's dead and everything, but they are already kind of being portrayed as the keys, like the trump cards that pretty much any side has guarantees victory. And I'm really curious where that goes. You know, is that going to be a thing that actually pops up in this season? It could be like, say, near the finale. I'm not too sure how I feel about that being a big thing to come up very soon. I don't feel too strongly about that. But that is something in the background to keep in mind right now, is that these guys are here. They are aware of like the important pieces on the board, and you know, just curious to see if we actually do end up going with them, and how far they actually get with that. Because obviously Satoru, it's going to be hard to get to him. Same thing with Yuji as well. But we will see. We'll see of that. But yeah, like I said, not really too much to say right now. I'm liking JJK. I think it is a pretty interesting story, but I'm not, loving it right now. I'm not in love with the story. I think it's still pretty standard right now, but I can definitely tell we're still very much dipping our toes into the potential that JJK has. And I feel like, obviously, as we go along in this story, we are going to get to crazy stuff. Probably once we reach the halfway mark of the season, we're going to reach, like, the big boy stuff, and we know it's coming. It's definitely going to be very soon. But it is, this show does have potential, I think, and I am really excited and curious to see where it does go. Because, obviously, we got Season 1, we got a movie in between Season 1 and 2, Season 2 itself, and then Season 3 next year, which is going to be big, because... from my perspective, I have a lot of anime coming up next year, as we've got JJK, Mushoku Tensei, Freerun's going to be coming up as well. I believe some other stuff I'm doing as well is also getting their continuations next year. Oh yeah, ReZero Season 4, it just doesn't end, like I still want a High School DxD Season 5, I still want an Overlord Season 5, crazy to think they're actually in the same position now for those two. Konosuba Season 4 and all that good stuff, but there's still a lot to come next year, so I definitely want to get through JJK pretty quickly, either be there before Season 3 starts, or maybe catch up in the middle of Season 3, and then, I'm not stuck on this series for a long time, like I'm going to be with so many others, it's just inevitable. But I'm curious to see how we do go with this, as well as just in general, how long the story is actually going to be, and how many seasons JJK is going to last. But yeah, guys, that's still a fun set of JJK. Probably the shortest set if I had to guess. I don't have the sets up right now, but okay, yes. Yes, that is going to be the 2 episodes is the shortest one in the series as far as just the general sets go. And depending on how I get them up on YouTube, they might be edited or whatnot, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, that was it for this video. If you want to support Patreon down below, we got exclusive stuff there, we got early stuff there, so when this goes up on YouTube, we'll probably be quite a bit further in JJK at that point. But we'll see. But guys, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.